everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. We have managed to get both of our barley fields harvested with the new Claas harvester, and I have to say I think it's definitely quicker. I don't recall exactly how long it took to harvest this field last year, but I've got a sense that it took most of the day, and given the fact that we didn't start harvesting until midday, we've got this field done and the small field there back past the tree line. So I think that harvester definitely is more efficient and a bit quicker in getting through the fields than our Claas, or not our Claas, but our Case harvester. I did go and look it up. The header on the Claas is about 2 meters wider than the header on the Case harvester that we use. So that would explain a little bit of the speed gain for sure. But I just got a feeling that Claas harvester just has a bit more power to the ground, so it's able to just maintain a higher rate of speed as it works through the material. Got just a few more rows here of straw to pick up. This thing pick up that big clump without any issue. We've got just a few more rows to pick up, and then we're going to hop in a square baler, and we're going to use the square baler on the small field across the way. Basically had pre-committed all of the loose straw off of this field for the Razwood factory. How many trips we have taken down there so far, but it has been quite a few. I've actually been kind of taking a shortcut, coming up here and then basically heading across the road right across from our main farm entrance, and cutting through kind of our access road. It actually happens to be an open fence down here just on the back of the Razwood facility. Pretty convenient to get down there, and that's why we've put beets into this field here, because of this access road and access into the Razwood yard. Through here and pull on in. Load. Fairly quick to unload this wagon is. We are. Kind of sneak through this way. And we're back out, so it doesn't take too terrible long to take a load down here. And given the fact that it is 7:15, kind of fighting the daylight, so we definitely want to have every speed advantage that we can. Also had quite a good yield off of those two fields, so I have to give a little bit of credit to the Claas harvester for giving us a pretty good yield. I think it was pretty efficient at getting the grain out of the plant. I think all in all we ended somewhere as close to 7,000 bushels off of those fields. That's pretty good. Sure. I think what we'll do is we'll just turn on the radio, and I'll hook the phone up here and just stick it on a car mount I've got here mounted on the Claas. That way you can kind of ride along. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Well, I hope you guys like that tune. If we have just a little bit more to pick up, just an up and a down pass. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all in one trailer or if we're going to have to make yet another load. Like we will almost be done our loose, and we'll be able to go give that 900 series Claas with the square baler a run. See how quick we can pound through those windrows up there. Now we're going to have to work through into the evening, probably after sundown, because the forecast is not in our favor, not one bit. Calling for some pretty heavy rains starting around midnight and going through basically all midday tomorrow. Might be a break in the rain around mid-afternoon, but then more rain in the forecast for tomorrow evening. So tomorrow seems to be a bit of a washout, and that's why we were kind of pushing real hard today. Get some of this Claas equipment to work out, because of the fact that we figured the next day, possibly even 2, maybe even 3 days, is going to be a complete washout from the rain and then just waiting for stuff to dry out. They are calling for pretty heavy rains, pretty torrential downpours most of the day tomorrow. So really glad to see that we've got all of this barley in, and we got this straw up for Razwood. Gotta get these bales done, gotta get them up off the ground. We'll probably put them somewhere down at the cow farm. I'll probably just put them under that big shed, load them up on the semi flatbed there, and just load them up under that big shed, and just that way they can stay out of the rain. Then we'll take, we don't really use square bales much, it's going to take them down here to the animal dealer and see if they'll buy them from us, probably after the rain, everything. So let me go ahead and finish up this loose. It looks like we have just a little bit left to pick up. I'll go ahead and get that picked up. I'll bring it back once we get this Claas 900 fired up. All right, here's a Claas 960. I forgot the model number they said it was. Claas 960. Listen to the thing. Let's do a purge. Wait. I have no idea how much straw we hauled down there, but told me they had more than enough straw to be working on making the pre-compost. We're going to have plenty of pre-compost to pick up from there. Might even do it tomorrow. Might even start picking some up tomorrow, depending on how hard it's raining and how muddy it is down there. Just to get some over to the compost bunker. Get started cooking. Might be a good day. Might be a good job for a rainy summer day. Just lower it down. Figure out how to turn the PTO on. Yep. Got her running. All right, let's see. Gotta hammer through this. Not bad. Not bad. Apparently the baler has a speed limiter within it that talks back to the tractor and transmission in the throttle. Just put it into go gear, throttle it up, the hand throttle, and let us go. And like this amount of material, we're still able to bale at a whopping 12 miles an hour flying through this stuff. Bale indicator kicking away. How many bales did we make just that one pass? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bales. That's 5 bales out of the chamber. Of course, I think they said this baler was a 2 bale chamber, and that you have basically 2 complete bales in the chute, while the 3rd bale is being basically compressed and everything. That's 7 bales per pass. I think we're going to get. Even amazing is this thing is just able to chew through that big wad of straw at the very end of the row. Nothing. There's the 2 more bales. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another bale down there. Makes you think you need to slow down on those, but Taylor says it can handle it, so well, go ahead and hammer it down, I guess. It's 6 to 7 bales per pass here. This is our 3rd pass, so we're talking about 18 or so bales at this point. We've got another 2.5 passes. So we're probably talking about somewhere as close to 30 bales. Bales just flying out of the chamber. Really impressed. Again, we're going to be able to really cut our baling time down if that round baler is anything like this square baler. That would be able to seriously cut down on our work time. Save time in the field. Well, that means you can work more fields if you save time on any of the other fields. It's good news. Good news. We'd be able to expand our operations. Possibly look at buying field number 5. Talked about that the other day. That still is a possibility. We're able to fly through the harvest and or baling, and then we'll have the field time to pick up another field without too much hassle. What these lights look like on this thing. Work lights. Pretty good. Lights up the front and the rear of the tractor. Pretty darn good. Exactly where you're going. Keep an eye on the pickup. The baler even has lights down on the pickup. Isn't that awesome? If I've ever seen a baler with lights on the pickup like that. I was worried we'd be working into the dark, trying to pick these things up in the dark, based on how long it takes for us to do round bales. But it is done. Go off. Lift that out there, and let's see here. Press that button to check. I think I hit the button to drop the bales. Still have a bale in there that we're still working on. Alright, well, I'm gonna park this under the awning over here. It does have a bale in it. I don't want it to get wet and start to rot up. That's for sure. See if we can't get these bales off the field. Lights off. All right. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and unhook our gravity wagons here. They'll be fine. I probably want to cover the tarp up. Tarp over them. They'll be good for the rain tomorrow. And we're going to go ahead and head up to the cow farm. The semi hooked up to that flatbed. Get it down here with the telehandler. Have Daryl help me pick those bales up. Took a quick look at the bale counter on the baler. Looks like we did 33 bales off of that field. Pretty impressive, I have to say. Didn't just have a outstanding yield as far as our barley goes. We had an exceptional yield even on the straw. I have to give pretty good credit to the Claas equipment. Lexion for not grinding up the chaff too much, the straw, and for pulling optimal grain recovery. And for the baler to it just chews through that product like there's no tomorrow. Seriously making me wonder. We look at something other than New Holland round baler. Guess we'll have to see how the Claas round baler works once we have an opportunity to get back into the field. It's looking like it's going to be raining pretty much all day tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a washout. May or may not be able to even get in there and do any pre-compost work. Here. Drop the milk tanker. Hook up to the flatbed. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.